Hello miners, welcome to the Viper Miner channel. Today I want to go over something in HiveOS that has been happening to me every time I switch SSD card in one of my rigs. And I think it's got to do with Etcher's upgrade, because I haven't had this problem until recently. But you'll notice right now I got an update that I need to go do on HiveOS. And it's a pretty simple update. It's to get to the latest version, some small improvements, stuff like that. So if you haven't done an update before, this is how you do it. I always do a force upgrade and I do a reboot. However, before I actually do that, I find it to be good practice to actually stop the miner ahead of time to make sure that it removes any caches and stuff like that ahead of time. So once that happens, we'll get our miner stopped, we'll do the upgrade, and we'll do force reboot afterwards. We'll upgrade that, and we'll see if we get the error. I'm expecting an error, and I'll show you how to fix it. It looks like it actually took the, let's do a refresh here. And it looks like it actually did the update. The update must have been pretty small. The issue is that I've been having is, if you notice down here, I have a SSD drive that's 64 gig. And HiveOS does not take up that much room, even if you have a bunch of miners loaded on it. And it shows that I have 2.1 gig available. So if I actually do a refresh of this, will I get a different size? No. So it was a very small update. So it didn't trigger a failure. However, I have been on some of the larger updates, I get a failure on my other rigs. There is a quick way to fix this. And what happens is when Etcher is creating the SSD drive, it's taken the HiveOS image, and whatever size that image is, that's the size that it allocates to the drive, and then it does an MPT and GP or something like that, partitions within the drive, and Linux can't get to the other partitions. So you have to go off and go into your actual, so you can either do this right from the command line on the rig or remotely. And I like using Hive Shell, so I'm going to go into Hive Shell here. All right, so now I'm going to Hive Shell. And it's running slow on the thing because I'm actually recording as well. And then you want to type in this command disk expand. Let that run. And she's set, and she resized everything. So we can leave our shell. If we do a refresh here, you'll notice now we have 54 gig available to us. So it took the partitions it didn't understand, removed those, made it merge with the first partition, which was the HiveOS image, to access the full disk capacity. And so when you have a larger update, the update won't go. It's like I had to do it on my my Blackbird rig, because there's a bunch of 3080 LHRs on there, and I wanted to go ahead and utilize T-Rex's new LHR unlocker that got to about 80%, and I went ahead and went to update that rig, and it kept failing. And I realized that because it only had 1 point some odd gig available, it wasn't enough to bring in the new OS and the new T-Rex miner software. So I had to go and remove the drive and look at it, and figured out that the partitions weren't partitioning correctly. So that's it. So basically, disk what's the command again? Sorry, disk expand. It's an utility within Linux that'll allow you to go ahead and do that. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week and very profitable. I noticed the Bitcoin and ETH is up today, which is really good news. I also noticed the difficulty in the difficulty is up and profits down per hash. So we're starting to kind of feel some pain, I think, as we get closer to that difficulty bomb. But hopefully that gets moved back soon, and everything else is good. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, and let me know if you have any comments or questions in the comments.